Hello, welcome to part 3 of how to make a simple powder horn. This, as you've seen in part 1 and 2, is what the horn currently looks like. The next step is to get a wooden plug in the back. Now I have this piece of cherry. You can really use any wood. I've made them out of pine before, but this cherry will give it a nice natural look. So then you want to clamp it to your table, or in this case I'm just clamping it to my vise, which sounds kind of weird, but what this does is allows me to have hold it in this position. And then I'm going to take my horn, and now you can round these up using a mandrel, but I'm, for this video, assuming you don't have access to a lathe. So even if you don't have a lathe, what you can do is I'm just going to take it and just trace around that horn. And then I'm going to take a coping saw. These are very affordable, probably maybe 20 bucks at the most. And I'm going to start cutting it out. Now, a coping saw is one way to do this, which you can see I was getting it done in, probably 15 minutes. I would have had it cut out. But I'm going to be a cheater. And since I have the equipment, I might as well use it. You can see I got it cut out, and now I have my plug. Something I want to do right now is mark a line here and on the horn, and that'll be very helpful. And actually I want it on the bottom. That'll be very helpful later. So once you get your slug cut, there's a few things you want to do. You want to make a mark on the horn and a mark on the top of the plug that line up. That way you know how the plug is going to go on. And then you also want to mark which one's your top. I'm then going to put the top towards away from you on the vise and take your rasp, your 4-in-1 rasp like you used in the other parts of the video. And I'm first just going to go around, get rid of all the saw marks. Once I get rid of the saw marks, I'm then going to start working a taper. If you look on the inside of the horn, you can see it tapers to a point. So I'm going to put my top out. I'm still going to be using the rasp part. And I'm going to put about, I'll say a 5-10 degree taper on it. And if you have a belt sander, you can just set your table at 5 degrees, and then you can spin it around and work it a little bit to get that taper going. And now I'm going to line up that line. I can still see that I have a ways to go. It's not ready to start going in yet. So just keep going around, working your taper. So yeah, as you work that taper down, you'll then want to look down it and try to see where it doesn't want to go in and mark that area. You can see there's air there, but it's not going in there, so that's where I have to take the material off. Okay, now it's right. And you gotta repeat this step a lot. So yeah, you keep working the plug as it gets deeper, and it might take a while. But as you can see, I'm starting to only have a handful of small gaps. So I'll keep working them down. Now when it starts getting deeper like this, something you might have to do is knock this corner off in certain areas a little bit. That's easy enough to do. Just knock it with the file. And I still have some gaps up there, but I'm starting to get a pretty good seal on that. I'll take a couple more files. Now that you are getting farther down, it's worth it to maybe use your smoother side of the file. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So, I think now that it fits pretty good, and I'm just going to draw a line to see how deep I am. And I'm adequately deep. The next thing I'm going to do is boil this horn. Well, I'm going to drill a few holes, and then I'm going to boil the horn and fit it on. So, the next thing I'm going to do is get 2 holes for a tack. So, I'm going to take a rule. And I'm going to draw 2 lines across from each other. And then I'm going to measure down 3/16 of an inch. And do the same thing on this side. And I'm going to take a knife and keep with the theme of this video. You can use the old pocket knife. I'm going to get 2 marks. And then I'm going to take a finishing nail. I'm going to snip the head off. I'm going to take my drill. And put that in my drill. I'm then gonna try that again. That time it didn't work. I'm going to try to choke up a little bit on the drill. Or on the... Basically, I'm using the end of a nail as a drill. And now you can see I have two small tack holes for the plug when I go to attach it.